Hi all, my name is Kat and welcome to my channel in this body doubling session. I'm a bit of a chatty tasker, but if you prefer minimal chat, I have some other videos where I don't talk as much. Links in the description. Everyone is welcome here during these body doubling sessions. I work on current illustrations. If you don't know what body doubling is, it is a strategy to stay on task and get things done. More information and a link in the description. During this body doubling session, I'll be using a Pomodoro technique, not the Pomodoro technique. This one is different because we start with an hour and take a 10-minute break, then we go to 50 minutes with another 10-minute break, and so on until we hit 20 minutes, which will be our last stretch. Let's get started.
And with that, we'll go ahead and get started for today. Yeah, so I have something new today. Woot! I'm testing this out. Yes, I have a PNG tuber thing. It sounds like a plant. Morning. Well, like I said, I'm testing it out and seeing how it works and if I like it and what changes I want. Ah, bugger. And it does respond when I talk too, so, not just a cute little character. I've yet to figure out all the idiosyncrasies of it. Woot. Crap. Alright. Gotta check that real quick. Okay, I'm good. Like I said, I gotta go and check all those idiosyncrasies. Woot. My first little animation, I guess you could say. How did yesterday go? I did that wrong. I'm gonna have to erase that. You're gonna fall. Mm. There we go. I suppose right now would be a really good time to go to the zoo, because I don't know how it is in the Floridas, but with it being kind of mild right now. Sweetheart, I love you. But you can't do that on that arm. What all did you guys go and see? If I may ask. Okay. Nice. Well, what's the favorite animal? Because we all have one as kids. Mine was kangaroo. Literally for no other reason than the fact that it's the only animal I knew of that had the letter K in it. That was literally the only reason why I liked kangaroos. Oh my goodness. That is a big animal to like. That is a very big animal to like. It, you know, it's. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. Question. See, I'm curious if it's just me, but does it seem like kids know nowadays know about more animals than we ever did when we were younger? Maybe I was just really that buried underneath a rock. Because we didn't learn about oxalotls. And manatees were not really known about or talked about whenever I was a kid. I don't know. Sorry that it's under construction, but that's really cool that they're going to get an exhibit. I'm not happy with his horn, and that thing is going to drive me nuts all through this. Ooh, that's cool. Wait. Yeah, screw it. I'll just go put that all on a different layer. Okay, now let's go back up to here. I know I'm gonna regret doing these, but that's okay. Hmm. Okay. His animal spirit. Yep. Yep. Man, like, oh my goodness. Hmm. What about you? What's your spirit animal? Oh, it's not too bad. Mhm. I mean, there's lots of different animals like that. Gray wolves. Um, yeah, I don't know what my spirit animal would be. Maybe I should go and ask my friends and be like, "Hey, what do you think my spirit animal should be or would be?" I didn't do a thing. I should go and do a thing. Okay, there, I did the thing. Oh, now I'm gonna fall asleep again. Lol. Well, did you eat any corned beef and cabbage yesterday? Nice. I'll take a look at it over break. Hmm. Yeah, this is a part of the Andrew Lang fairy books. There are 40 stories in there. So, yeah. Um my goal for the past couple of years. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just say life hasn't quite aligned, but my goal for the past couple of years has been to um get one of these fully illustrated um and then go and yeah, yeah, send it off as Christmas presents. This one is called The Dragon of the North. It is literally so while the dragon is the main part of the story, the main threat in the story, he is not he's the main thread of the story, but he's not like the main part of the story. But yeah. And I want to do this every year. There's 12 books and each book um each book is about the same density. So, it's a very very thick story. Or it's a very very thick book. Although there's a lot of little stories involved in it. I appreciate that. Thank you. Cat. That was not what I was looking for. Whew. No, wait. I appreciate that though. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, he falls. So what's funny is that he falls asleep right as he was about ready to go and attack a town. Very, very much like the fat dragon. Oh. Yeah, you totally are. Okay. But yeah, the only reason why the particular town, city, state, whatever, was saved is because this dragon literally fell asleep. That's it. That's the only reason. Like it's the crazy thing about this particular story is that it's like 5 stories in one story, in one thing. Which is absolutely nuts. Oops. Like they mention how he just crawls along. He doesn't even have to fly. He is that like big. I'm a silly little goober. Oh, all that hard work for nothing. That's fine. I know I'm adding things I shouldn't be adding this late in the game, but it's fine. Right? It's totally fine. Like, yeah, he totally screws over this. This whole village. Anyways. Okie dokie. Let's go with that. Huh? What the? Ow. Oh my. Oh, wait, water. I have water right here. So what is your goal for today? Like what projects are you or things are you needing slash wanting to work on today? Mm. Yes, your projects. I'm also doing another short day today. That's entirely on me. Switch, sweetheart. I know you absolutely love laying on my lap whenever I'm working. But you can't be on the key or on the key thingy. Ooh, there you go. Yeah, it's I get that. It's got to be because, the vector versus um raster type thing. My little PNG character here is actually all done in vector. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're not this year, but I think maybe last year. Maybe it was the year before. Anyways, um so our main art store, like the real art store, closed here in town, and people have been looking for another one, and we opened, or a secondhand craft store opened up, and we weren't really sure what to expect. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I know a couple of people went and checked it out the first time, and they were not overly impressed. But I think that's because they didn't have much, and now they've got a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, I think all the Joannes are closing. Um, yeah. Well, no, yeah. Well, the problem with the reason why our art store closed is because the owners were retiring and they didn't have anyone to take over. Like, yeah, and nobody to go and sell the shop to. But most of us either A, couldn't afford it, or B, I was a broke college student when they were selling it, or I had just graduated from college, so I had no monies to go and try and purchase it. Uh, but yeah, it was heartbreaking. All of us were upset. However, with it closing, we got some really great deals. I have a roll of really, really nice. Um, I have a roll of really, really nice watercolor paper that I need to go and do stuff with. And I had a plan on how to do it, but yeah. Well, I mean, that's eh. I don't know. I don't know about that. I think that it is. I think if you can find the right group to work with, it's not that hard. Probably advertising. Yeah, yeah. But like, yeah, going back to that, we have one, and they've got some pretty decent art supplies. I will say, one thing that I was just like flabbergasted at was the sheer amount of Crayola art. Crayola watercolor palettes that they had. And it wasn't just the watercolor it's not that they were full on watercolor palettes. It was the fact that they had individual they had these strips of individual color. I forget what they're called. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing about that was the thing about the art stores that had been here for decades, like literal decades. So much so that the company that took over the location afterwards, um they tore down the original building, but the entirety of the design of their store there at its location is based off of actually okay, let me finish with what I'm saying. um is based off of the look of the store, like look of the building and everything, like the signage, all of it. They even kept like some of the bricks and incorporated it, and there's a plaque on there commemorating like the whole building and everything in the store itself, because that's how much of a part of the community it was. But I don't think they advertised as well as they could have to get it bought by another company, or bought by a local or a business person. So the store that bought it, or the company that bought that location, actually has another location in Florida. It is the only other location in the United States that looks anything like it. But it's in Florida. Like, the only other place that is looks similar to it is in Florida. I don't know where though. But I know somebody, or I knew somebody who worked on the project, building the signs and stuff for them, and yeah, I'll DM it to you. It's called Andy's Frozen Custard. It's a local company. Very good custard. But yeah. Actually, what's really funny is that the headquarters for it is just down the street from where I went to college at. Like, literally, I should have sat there and applied to them. Son of a bitch, probably. Excuse my language. It shouldn't be. Well, I mean, kind of, maybe. I will, turn down the stuff. Okay. My, my computer is being weird. Well, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. It's been weird. For the past couple of days, I haven't been able to hear anything from, like, my monitoring software, or the monitoring of the sounds. So I have no idea what I sound like, even though I have it set to, hey, I need to monitor my vocals. I have no idea how loud I am right now. All I've got right now that's telling me my loudness is my my little bar, and says I'm in the yellows, so that's good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's because of Windows, because like I said, over the weekend I got my RAM and I upgraded my computer, which was an adventure and a half. And yeah, that was just, that's good. That's good. Yeah. It's a 32 gigs of RAM now, and literally literally I spent one day getting the RAM in and getting everything to work. I had to update the BIOS, and I updated Windows, and then I did some other things to it that I have no idea what it will end up doing to the computer. Ta-da! And turns out, after the BIOS update, all I really needed to do was just switch the RAM sticks around. Literally nothing else. It was so dumb. Computers are weird. But I'm glad that at least I am able to be heard. When I first started streaming, everyone's like, I can barely hear you. I'm like, are you sure? Because this thing is screaming at me. Or this thing shows me screaming at you guys. Don't really want to scream at you guys. I'm loud enough. Typically. See, I don't, but that didn't I went into the sound system, and I will say I think it was the Windows update that screwed things up, because it changed my, I have my headset named so that I can easily find it. But no, don't do that. Let go. But yeah, I had it named and then and then it was just like, nope, nope, we're not gonna do this. I'll definitely say that when I had my side side panel off, and I felt all the fans going, I was like, holy crap, this thing is cold. It was so much difference. Like the sheer temperature difference was crazy. I don't want to draw a village. Switch. Up or down? Up or down? I'm not doing this. Thank you, sweetheart. Ooh. Anyways. Okay. I really, 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 really need to go and do those. To the town, but I really, 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 really don't want to. It's okay. Could do that. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's fine. Okay. Break time. And we are back. Dun, 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 dun. There's a. That's not the button I'm looking for. Stop it. That's the button I'm looking for. Oh, now I understand how that happened. That's unfortunate. Okie dokie. By the way, I have no idea how to make clouds. I'm just going along with it. It looks cloud shaped. It makes me happy. It makes me think of clouds. Ah, they look like clouds. That's all that matters. I'd rather do clouds I'm not sure how to do than do a bunch of it. Woot! Oh, looks like a little Lucy. But flip side about the bugger. What is it? About the RAM is that I can now finish up the oh my goodness, I can't think of what it's called. The book cover that I was doing. I will probably not return to doing that live. Simply due to the nature of the work. Um, yeah, yeah. So there's that. There we go. I had everything done. No. Hello, Switch. Yep, there. Okay. Hi. Yes, I see the kitty cat. What are you doing? Her whiskers are tickly. Right. Now I'm slightly regretting. Yeah, I will definitely be doing that. That's something that I've been thinking about how to tackle because of the situation with so I use glaze and nightshade on my work when I go and post stuff on Insta. However, I have joined Kara and uh simply because of the protections that it gives and because there's more art directors, or well, from my understanding there's more art directors. I don't know if there's actually more art directors or not. um so but my understanding with that is that I will be or I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to handle that situation, because honestly, even though my work currently does not have like a full-on flavor of its own right now, it's getting there. My work is getting there. But as it doesn't have a current like full-on flavor of its own right now, um I am wanting to tackle that more, and I will be posting finals someplace in addition to my portfolio. um, but yes, I will gladly go and send that out. When it is done, I will post links. Uh, yeah, yeah, especially since while I don't personally like being like my face showing on online, the only time that I have ever done a live session with an actual vid, you can find it on the Clever Kaiju pin click. I don't remember which episode it was. Pin click episode. And link, well, the link to their website is in the description, but um, they also have a couple of they also have a couple of oh my goodness. They have a YouTube channel. There we go. Spat it out finally. Um oh man. Turn that off and hey look, they actually kind of look like clouds now. um so it is definitely uh it is definitely something that I am working at. But yeah, the there is only one pin and click episode that shows what I kind of actually look like, but at the same time, I very very much had my face behind a mask. So I do not like showing my face online, and that's why I've got a little PNG character. Um, later on, I may go and alter the voice. Not that that matters at this point. Um, but yeah, yeah, it is. It's one of those things. But going back to what I was saying about the thing about the posting that, yeah, that's definitely going to be a thing for me to do. Because I don't want, I'll feel fine about like posting the works in progress. Um, like shots like this because, you know, we've seen how vastly different that gets as time goes on. This gets vastly different. Um, so I don't feel bad about showing stuff like this on my Insta or something. But I want my final pieces to be, you know, kind of not up for AI. Um, I don't really want it to learn any more than it honestly has to. Oh, that's what I'll do. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay. Um, we'll use this. Well, it shouldn't be. The thing for me is that it shouldn't be. My channel is not me as a person. It is me. Well, it kind of is me as a person, but me on the professional side of person. I know that sounds so weird, but especially, you know, doing these live streams. Uh, I am trying to follow more along the lines of that. If you've not heard of Duchess Celestia, I highly recommend her stuff. She's very, very good. Um, oh, that's what I should watch. Hmm. Anyways, but yeah, she's very, very good. She does not show her stuff online, and she comes across as a very, 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 very professional person, and which is very impressive. Like, she is exactly like follow her way of doing things, and I think you could very easily end up becoming a live streamer or a somebody who can make lots and lots of money online. I will full on admit that I am not exactly following that. um, but she's also had a lot more years in it, and honestly, I feel like, and this is just me being me. I think that she is, if you were to start young like she did and was online and did all these, like, actively did all these things. I don't know what she's been going, what she goes through, but she does reveal some personal information. I try to limit the amount that I do because, oh my gosh, I live out with a bunch of weirdos, and yeah. While I've not personally seen it firsthand, I've seen the results of it firsthand. Um, yeah, yeah. It's, dude, the world is weird. Um, but I'll probably be posting the works in progress, or I'll be posting the works in progress on Insta, and then posting the finals on Kara, simply to be like, hey, here's this thing, and letting you know that there is a thing going on. And I'll be posting shorts on Insta as well. And I don't know if I can do that on Kara or not. Insta will have shorts. Probably Facebook too. I haven't quite figured out all my social media. Um, but I'll figure it out eventually. Yeah. So, if any, like, if anyone out there who does art full time and the social media aspect as well, balances the two, if you got any suggestions, I will gladly, and I do mean gladly, go and take you up on it. Be like, I will learn. But yeah, mostly I've just been learning off from Duchess Celestia and sometimes a Winged Canvas. I just started that new podcast. I haven't watched too many more because I forget that it exists, of Painted in Color. So I'm so this little character, I've been trying to figure out what to go and put on as my channel mascot, or my little, like, avatar thing. And yeah, he's a little rough, don't get me wrong, but he's the first one that I've absolutely adored, to the extent that, yeah, I'm gonna put him online. He's got a few problems here and there, but I am still very happy with him. And my colors are not randomly chosen. They are very specific for very specific reasons. Although, for this one, I could go and do a different thing. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. But I have been looking for, or trying to figure out what I wanted to do as a little mascot thing. And I went to a convention this past weekend, and I think I might have talked about it yesterday. But I went to a convention this past weekend, at a friend's invitation, or my tattoo artist's invitation, and I came across this little, like, yeah, no, I did talk about it yesterday. It's all good though. I will gladly reshare the story. Right, and that's part of the problem, is I don't know about his readability. Thank you. They are all very specifically chosen. have tried to uh, approach my channel and all of my stuff through like building a brand, therefore brand colors and things like that. And so I have very specific colors for very specific things. Like the reason why it's teal, why my screen is teal, is actually because that is a part of. So the thing about art is that you're constantly building things, right? Well, I do both I do both design and illustrate, like so. Um, in the mornings, in the mornings I illustrate, in the afternoons I do design work. So, but I need something that shows, hey, this is stuff that I'm building and working on, and is not just one or the other. Yeah, I've done it. So I volunteer with a group called Tremendicon. It is a local convention, which if you're in the Midwest area, it is something that we're trying to get going and growing. This is our 4th year, and it's going. We've got lots of big ideas and everything. Um, it's a lot. Anyways, it's our 4th year, but I am really enjoying it. The group is like, they want people to become illustrators, comic book artists. That's on my end, you know, do gaming and things like that, like on a professional level. And so their whole goal is, hey, let's go and help people go and do that. And especially from a really, really young point of view. Like kids, like if you want to do that. So as a kid, you know, hey, here are these professionals who are actually doing it. And, you know, it's a convention. Go have fun. We've got game rooms. We've got all sorts of different things, panels, things like that. So yeah, that's definitely a thing. Which reminds me, the 30th, I think that's right. May 30th, I will not be doing the I will not be doing a live stream. Well, maybe I might. I don't know. I could technically do a live stream. Be like, "Hey, we're getting ready to set up. Anyone who wants to come." Anyways, but yeah, it's a fun little convention. There is also links in the description on that. But I do a lot of the branding and work for that as far as the design stuff goes. And I have a team. Don't get me wrong. I've got a team. Because, oh my god, trying to manhandle that is no. We did it with 2 people, and I'm just like, oh my god, no. I did that for a number of years. Or for yeah. Let's see. We went from 2 people to 3 people to 2 people. Now we're at 6. And let me tell you, that is an amazing thing. Oh, when you go from very, very little to doing a lot of stuff. But yeah, no, I've done branding before, and it's a lot. I am more familiar with branding than I am with marketing, and that's the aspect that I need more help with or understanding of. I've got my branding almost down, and I know it looks like I have it down. It's not quite there yet, if you ask me, but it's damn close. Now I gotta get my portfolio up to snuff as far as the branding and concepts go. Um, so that's something that I am consistently trying to um, learn more about and upgrade and all that kind of stuff. I say upgrade. I've been working with computers too much recently. I have to upgrade. No. Anyways, yeah. We're just gonna go with that. Anyways, but yeah, no, it's one of those things. But yeah, as far as the branding goes, so I have certain colors that mean certain that are a part of certain group, and um, then I've got um, yeah, yeah, and I'm trying to get my. So no, the in development is the teal. The fuchsia or magenta and the blues, the Payne's gray. The magenta is design, and the Payne's gray is illustration. Because I prefer, when I'm doing those paintings, I prefer working from a Payne's gray point of view instead of or Payne's gray underpainting instead of a burnt umber underpainting. I like the coolness of the Payne's gray and how dark it can get, but also the beautiful gradation that you get with that. Uh, yeah, yeah. So because I am working off of because I am working off of or because live streams are frick, what is it? Because the live streams are Mother Trucker. The live streams are in development. That is the reason why they're the T. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mostly the genre, but yeah. No, no, no. That's perfectly fine. That's the reason I did it. That's why my logos and stuff, or why my logo is that teal green, is because hey, everything's in development right now. So there is lots of like little bits of symbolism here and there. So it's not like it's not something to be upset about or to yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. Well, I mean that's kind of what the live streams are about, is the growth. Because yeah. Um and I will be eventually, not right now though. I will be changing. Okay, let me put it this way. I will be changing my when I am able to change my website's name, like web address. I will also be changing my uh name on everything else. Right now I can't do that, so it is a thing. I'm not gonna lie, I chose this name back in college, and I've done a lot of growth since then. So I know that my name and my branding don't exactly match up, but that's because it's all in development. Now I need to create a little like little like laugh character thing. PNG. I have looked at doing the VTube thing. That's actually how I stumbled across the PNG thing because I was like, okay, how do I do this thing? And Duchess Celestia is the one that really got me started on that kind of stuff. Besides, I don't necessarily think I need to be a VTuber. But yeah, yeah. Also, what helps with this little like cat skull thing that I came across is the fact that it kind of fits with my already branded stuff. So the other thing about this is that I tried to do. I'm a huge fan of Tron. I want to go and try the. I want to go and ride the Tron ride in Florida so much, and I am hesitantly excited over the new movie because that thing has been in production hell for so long. So long. Over 10 years. Over 10 years in production hell. Oh, so I'm very hesitantly excited about this. I have several Tron games. I don't have the newest one. And which I would kind of feel bad about. Kind of. Except I freaking hate the lights. I like the world building of Tron. I like the world of Tron. But I absolutely despise a lot of the games that came from Tron. I want to play the new one because it looks so good. But freaking, what was it? Tron, and I absolutely loved Tron, what was it? Up up Uprising? Yeah, Tron Uprising. I absolutely love Tron Uprising, and I'm so sad that they didn't continue that in like a comic book or something. Like, that would be something that I would have bought on the regular. I would actually, no, if Disney ever watches this video and is like, oh, hey, we should do something, make Tron Uprising comics. Like, the art style, like, all of it was just fan-freaking-tastic. And yeah. So, oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. I have one of the comics, but I absolutely despise Tron Evolution. I don't think I've ever played a game that was worse than that. And if you haven't played it, if you haven't played it, I'm gonna tell you this. Don't. Unless you really, really hate yourself. And it's not because, so like the storyline, the plot line is actually very, very good. Well, okay, it's decent. I think it would be better if you didn't have to deal with the BS that is the actual gameplay. Because it took the things that were good about, or the fun aspects of, what was it? The fun aspects of Assassin's Creed, and made it into the absolute worst, like, nightmare fuel gameplay ever. I don't know, maybe it's Mirror Edge? Maybe Mirror Edge is the other one. I've never played Mirror's Edge. But pretty much it's makes me so sad because it has a decent story to it, and I think it would even be a good story. Okay. All right. This is going to get a little real about my gameplay here. I am an aggressive game player. I get really into my games. Um, See, I haven't played Mirror's Edge, so I have not seen any of the gameplay of it because I avoid watching gameplay unless it's Minecraft because it just happens to be on my videos that I watch. Um, but um, anyways, I haven't played Mirror's Edge and I haven't seen anything about it. But the thing about Tron Evolution is that it made me so angry that not only did I break one controller, I almost broke a second one and the TV. It was so infuriating. Like, I had a higher kill count. Like, I died more times. It actually calculated this out, which I think was a terrible move on their part. But they had the worst, the absolute worst gameplay because not only did it have a counter of how many like times guards killed you or how many times you killed guards and all that, but it also had a kill counter of how many times you just died, like straight up died because you fell off of something. I died well over 100 times on easy mode. Like, oh my god. And while I may not be like a you know, hardcore gamer, at the time I was a very, very good gamer. Like, I was regularly playing video games to the point where, yeah, I could have done some speed runs. And I had the worst time ever. I do not recommend it. I think that if they ever re-release it, they absolutely need to overhaul it. Like the gameplay itself, I think that they need to overhaul it at all. Now, flip side on that, I also um I also think that maybe I wasn't playing it right because it was built for, I think it was specifically built for I don't know if it was on Xbox, but I had it for the PlayStation and it was built for um I think it was built for PlayStation Motion. And I'm sorry if you're building a game that requires a specific type of gameplay, you need to be like, hey, you shouldn't play this. Like the VR stuff. Like the VR, they literally have games that say, hey, this is for VR only. You cannot play it any other way. Like, do that, and I will let it be. And maybe I should go and get Emotion Wand and play it again. I will not lie. There have been days where I have been like, I want to go and play a game. And I'll be like, you know what? I want to go and play Tron Evolution. And then I pause and I'm like, what is wrong with me? Like, what is wrong with my life that I feel like I need to torture myself right now? Like, seriously, that is the thought process that goes through my brain every time I think that. Every time I think that. And then I go and reevaluate my life and I'm like, oh, this now makes sense. Like, seriously. Okay. All right, now I will step down from my thing. The Tron world has excellent world building. But because it is outside, so far outside of the norms for Disney, it does not understand the absolute gold mine that that thing has been. And I'll tell you something else. I don't know why they delayed it. Well, okay, no, that's a lie. I do know why they delayed it. But they delayed releasing Tron Uprising to about 1 to 2 years after Tron Legacy came out, which was like a huge mistake. A huge mistake. Because not only did they do that, they released it the same night that Legend of Korra came out. And I'm not gonna lie, Legend of Korra, like that first season was fire up until like the last couple of episodes, and I purely blame the entire steaming mess pile that Legend of Korra became on Nickelodeon executives. It is a prime example of how you take something absolutely amazing and then get somebody who does not know anything involved. That being said, Nickelodeon, I would totally work on on the Avatar stuff. No, but they Tron Uprising went head to head with Legend of Korra, and they were both released the same night. I know this because it was also Planet Comic Con, and I was staying at my aunt's house, and she had all the stuff to go and for me to be able to watch this stuff. Like, yeah. So I was flipping between the two shows. That was like the only good thing that they did, was that anytime that Legend of Korra was on commercial break, Tron Uprising was on. And I was like, yes, this is good. But as far as I really shouldn't be like spending this entire time talking about this, but I am so impassioned right now. But yeah, they went head to head, and I'm sorry, Legend of Korra had been, the delay between Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra wasn't that big. Like, that delay was not that big, and so the fan base was going to be out and about. The fact that they delayed Tron Uprising so much caused that to actually hinder the fan base for that, because oddly enough, that overlaps by a significant amount. But no, the reason why they delayed it is thanks to executives believing that doing, what was it, World of Tomorrow, they equated how well World of Tomorrow did, and this was something I got from somebody else who did like research on this stuff, way more research than I have. But they did this thing where, what was it? They took, oh my goodness, I can't think of it. I've run out of things to do aside from doing the town, and I still don't want to do the town. Okay, well, I don't actually need, I don't need that one, and I don't need that one. Yeah, that works. But um yeah, okay, that's all good. Yeah. There we go. Maybe? No. Okay. But they they equated the success of Tron, of the World of Tron, to World of Tomorrow, and they don't equate. I don't know how they got that, but that's one reason why they have delayed um the latest Tron movie, and why they delayed uh, Tron Uprising, because of how poorly uh, World of Tomorrow did, or Tomorrow World, Tomorrowland did. Um, I mean, the plot line was interesting. If you haven't seen uh what World of Tomorrow World, I don't remember what the movie's called. Um, haven't seen it. The premise is interesting. It makes good points, but it I mean, it literally does make good points, and it's one reason why, like, it's one reason why I try to be positive. Because, all right, if most people are not going to see it, so I'm going to spoil it. Essentially, what happens is that this person forecasts, you know, hey, the world's good, or builds this device that says, hey, yeah, no, it's, or to go and say how the world's going to end up being. And unfortunately, because of the way that it was built, it actually causes more depression and sadness and more hopelessness, which oddly enough is exactly what's happening right now. And so it is very interesting in that regard. All right, sweetheart, I'm gonna have to move my leg because it's dying. Um, but it's very interesting in the fact that it is, in the fact that it's very true that if we continue to go and have all these like really negative things going on, or if we keep repeating the same negative message, we're going to end up with this, with a world on fire, which we are very close to. But it's definitely, it definitely made me think about how I responded and reacted, and in the content that I take in. However, while the message is very good, how it was delivered, not so much. I don't know about it. Like, it had some really great actors in the movie, like Hugh Laurie, um, George Clooney. Yeah, yeah, I think that was the two main ones. It felt a lot like, if you haven't seen it, Jupiter Ascending. It felt a lot like Jupiter Ascending. Like, it has a good basic storyline, but the execution could be better. There's this post that I saw, and I was just like, "Hey, yeah, let's do that." It's where they were like, "Hey, go and take really bad movies that did absolutely terrible but had a really good plot line and remake those instead of trying to remake blockbusters." And honestly, don't get me wrong, being able to go and work on like amazing shows and movies and series like How to Train Your Dragon. My thing is at least wait until all the main actors are dead before, or retired, before you go and completely remake the show, movie, whatever. Like, do that. At least give them the respect of a lifetime of
Clever Kaiju is an
Ah.
artist-led organization that brings visual artists together to learn, develop, create, and bring their work to the world. We host a live art show called The Pin Click and virtual labs with professional instructors. Check out our webcomics, online store, event schedule, and Discord community at cleverkaiju.com. That's Kaiju, cleverkaiju.com.
And we're back. Yeah, I'm gonna step down from my high horse there. So aside from or my soapbox, there we go. Step down from my soapbox. Wait, no. Yeah, Tomorrowland. I didn't look that up. Anyway. No, it's God. It's kind of like being a Star Wars fan, you know. If you're going to build onto this world, find the peeps that really love it and go with that. Anyways, so Mirror's Edge, aside from the fact that you can't play it, how well I want to ask how is it? Like, plotline is super important, but as I've stated, that's only a very small portion of it. I need to do something with the eyes. My character, like floating eyeball things. Maybe they need to be bigger. I don't know. I don't know. I really do not want to go and do that town. I need to go and do the town. You know what? Screw it. Let's just go and start inking and I'll do the town in a minute. Because that's gonna end well. I recognize that this is not going to end well. I full on recognize this. Okay. Wait, that's the wrong spot. Anyways. Yeah, I'm sorry. Why are you being mean? I'm gonna need my gloves. I hope the stencils are going well. Ah, screw it. I will have to use that later. No. Interesting. Ah, bugger. You just do not want to go there, do you? Fine, I'll fix you later. Oh. Okie dokie. Oh. Don't read into don't read into this any more than necessary. Please don't read into this any more than is necessary. Okay. That is the town planning. There we go. If I need to do more, I will do more. But right now that is the extent of that I'm willing to do that. Here we go. Nope. Bro. Okay. Close enough for shits and grins. Oops. Close enough. Okie dokie. I'm almost thinking about putting a little tiny person. Oh, that's why. Like, huh, this seems weird. Gee, I wonder why. Oh no, no! Son of a... I have to go and re-ink all of that. I did it with pencil! I desperately miss my keys on the side of my tablet. Hotkeys, that's what they're called. I miss my hotkeys. You know what? I will deal with it later. I did wonder why it was, and that's not even on. Maybe I should just stop here. Okay. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Nope. Hmm. Mm-mm. Now I want to go and work on my website. I want to do everything but the thing that I need to be doing. Ah, bugger. There we go. Hmm. And I also want to go and play Fallout 4. I want, I want, I want. I want, I want. I sound like a child. It's all okay, though. By the way, I will not be playing Fallout 4. I will probably be playing Sims. It's a good little distraction game when I can actually go off and do other things too. Because there are times where it's just like, oh my god, will you finish your thing? But you can't force it, otherwise your little sim dude will go absolutely insane. Yeah, I'll leave it. I love my little cartoon clouds. They are very cartoony. They will definitely have to be cleaned up significantly. Hmm. Woot! Woody woot woot. Whoops. Fluffy. Oh, whoops. Apparently I did not do this side. Whoops. Yeah, let's go with it. That's not what I was looking for, bro. Bye bye. Okie dokie. Mm. No, no, no. Oh, hey. Well, thank you guys for joining me today. I hope that y'all have a good day and you stay safe out there.